After growing increasingly close with Felicia and publicly humiliating Hobgoblin by exposing his identity, Spider-Man decided it was finally time to find out what was happening with the black suit. He went to Reed Richards for answers, and Reed quickly discovered the truth. The suit was alive. Alarmed, Reed urged Peter to remove it immediately so he could study it further, but the symbiote had already begun influencing Peter. Convinced Reed was trying to take the suit from him, Peter snapped, broke Reed's arm, and stormed out. Peter headed to Aunt May's apartment, but before he could rest, Hobgoblin smashed through the building looking for revenge. Spider-Man easily overpowered and humiliated him again, but during the fight, a fire broke out. By the time Peter realized what was happening, it was too late to save May. Enraged and consumed by grief, he brutally killed Hobgoblin. Things only got worse from there. After reading a newspaper article exposing the murder, Peter tracked down J. Jonah Jameson, crushed his hand, and warned him that the other one would be next if he printed another word. Even MJ was horrified by how far he'd fallen, but Peter insisted he was finally willing to make the hard choices. Soon after, he crossed paths with Scorpion and Shocker and killed them both. Carrying their bodies as a warning, he confronted Kingpin, who mocked Peter for having no family left. Fisk barely finished the sentence before Spider-Man punched straight through his face. Desperate to stop him, Jonah and several villains used Beetle to lure Spider-Man into a trap. Beetle was dead within moments. Peter then turned on the others, beating and choking them one by one, while coldly telling Eddie Brock that he didn't even know who he was. Although Kraven and Jonah nearly killed Spider-Man by burning the symbiote, Jonah changed his mind after realizing the monster beneath the suit was Peter Parker and helped him escape. With police surrounding his home, Peter took MJ and went looking for Reed, only to discover that the symbiote had already infected him. Horrified by what he had caused, Peter turned to the Avengers and revealed that the symbiote only wanted him. Johnny Storm angrily reminded him that all of this could have been avoided if he had listened to Reed from the start. Peter promised Captain America he wouldn't let the symbiote control him again before heading to the Baxter building to confront the infected thing, but Reed had already set his plan into motion, spreading the symbiote across the city and infecting the Avengers as well. As the Avengers battled, Johnny and Sue Peter secretly entered Reed's lab and made one final offer to the symbiote. It could have him if it released everyone else. The symbiote agreed, abandoned Reed, and killed him before racing toward Peter. But when it finally reached its host, it discovered it had been tricked. The Peter waiting for it was actually Johnny Storm, disguised with an image inducer. With the symbiote trapped, Johnny unleashed his powers and burned the creature to death.